Imagine stepping outside on a clear summer night. You look up, and the sky is empty. No twinkling stars. No guiding constellations. Just a silent, endless void of blackness. For the first time in human history, the universe above us has gone dark. What would happen to us, psychologically, scientifically, even biologically, if every star in the sky suddenly disappeared? Not over billions of years, but tonight. Instantly. Civilizations have been built around the stars. Our calendars, our myths, even our sense of direction depend on them. The night sky has always been humanity's compass, our silent reminder that we are part of something greater. Now, it's gone. This is not just a question of beauty. This is a question of survival. Because without the stars, our world would change in ways far more terrifying than most of us imagine. So let's be clear, we're not talking about stars slowly fading. We're imagining a sudden, impossible event where, in a single instant, every star outside our solar system disappears. The sun remains. The moon reflects its light. The planets are still here. But everything else, the billions of stars that form our Milky Way, and the countless galaxies beyond, vanishes. The night sky would no longer sparkle with light that traveled millions of years to reach us. Instead, we would look up and see a void. A black canvas pierced only by the occasional planet, and the faint Milky Way glow, now erased forever. The consequences would be emotional, cultural, scientific, and eventually, physical. Because the stars are not just distant lanterns. They are engines of the universe itself. To lose them would mean far more than losing a view. Stars are the universe's factories. Every atom of calcium in our bones, every particle of iron in our blood, every drop of oxygen in our lungs, was forged in the core of a star. Without them, there would be no chemistry of life. But stars are also timekeepers. For millennia, farmers planted crops based on the movements of constellations. Sailors navigated oceans by reading Polaris, the North Star. Ancient monuments, from the pyramids to Stonehenge, were aligned to the heavens. Even today, astronomy relies on them to measure distance, to map the cosmos, to understand our own galaxy. Now imagine that vanishing overnight. Scientists would lose every fixed point of reference. Our telescopes would have nothing to observe beyond the solar system. The study of astrophysics would collapse. And yet, the cultural wound might be even deeper. Humanity has always looked upward for stories. Orion hunting across the sky. Cassiopeia on her celestial throne. Lovers tracing constellations together. Without stars, the sky becomes alien, cold, empty, and our collective imagination is severed. But that's just the surface. Because this disappearance would not just rob us of sight. It would destabilize the very structure of the universe itself. Throughout history, the stars have been more than decoration. They were survival. The Polynesians once navigated entire oceans without compasses, using only starlight. The Maya and Babylonians charted planetary movements with astonishing precision, building calendars still admired today. Even in the age of technology, astronauts still calibrate their orientation by observing stars. And science. Almost every breakthrough in modern physics, from Einstein's relativity to the discovery of dark matter, came from observing starlight. Remove it, and the progress of human knowledge halts. But here's the paradox. If the stars were gone, it wouldn't just be knowledge we lose. The entire gravitational structure of the cosmos would unravel. Stars don't just shine, they bind galaxies together with their mass. Without them, the Milky Way would disintegrate. Solar systems would drift apart. Black holes, no longer tethered, would roam free. The disappearance of stars would mean the death of order and the birth of chaos. Within seconds, humanity is stunned. Panic spreads. Cultures built on starlight collapse into confusion. Astronomers have nothing left to measure. Nights feel unnatural, as though the world itself has lost its soul. No new starlight reaches us. No new signals from alien civilizations, if they exist. The great cosmic stage is gone. Humanity is truly alone in the dark. This is where science takes a darker turn. Stars are the anchors of galaxies. Without them, galaxies unravel. Ours would dissolve over millions of years, scattering planets, gas, and black holes into the void. Supermassive black holes, once locked at the centers of galaxies, are suddenly unbound. They drift, devouring anything in their path. Some may pass near our solar system. Others may rip through entire clusters. Stars are birthplaces of elements. Without them, no new planets form. No new life emerges. The cosmos becomes sterile, a graveyard of existing systems with no chance of renewal. Even if the sun remains for billions of years, we now know we are stranded. Cut off. The universe no longer grows, no longer evolves. Civilization is left staring into a sky that offers no promise, only silence. If every star in the sky disappeared, humanity would lose more than light. We would lose our history, our myths, our sciences. We would lose the very engines that created the elements of our bodies. The universe would collapse into stillness, a frozen graveyard drifting toward inevitable darkness. For thousands of years, we have looked at the stars as symbols of eternity. But the truth is more fragile. The cosmos is not guaranteed. It is a delicate balance of forces, burning bright only for a moment in infinite time. So the next time you look up, remember, those stars are not just decoration. They are the reason we exist. And they may be the only reminder that the universe is still alive. But if one night they were gone, what would we do? And perhaps more hauntingly, what if something or someone was powerful enough to make that happen?